Good morning, friends of the internet. We are back again in our E4 today. We got our platoon mate running his 183. So, heaven forbid nothing runs across both of us at the same time. Otherwise, they're going to be in for a really, really bad day. With him being able to hit close to 1,600 to 1,900 sometimes, for me up to about 800 or 900. Be a bad day for anybody that runs across this. So we're going to go out here and see if we can get some trouble. So let's go ahead and find ourselves a match, shall we? All right, guys. So let's see. What do we got? 183 or 113 and E100 E5 batch out. We got to be careful of. Another 183 and a WT off. So a couple tanks we got to watch out for. So let's talk highway. I prefer to go into this map and go into the town when I'm in a heavy-duty tank. When I'm in a tank destroyer, I'm not too keen about going over here into this town, but we have no choice. This is the tank that we picked, and this is the map that we drew. So I don't like to get into brawling matches with this tank, just due to the fact I cause a lot of damage, but I am, at the end of the day, a tank destroyer. So I don't have the turret that can fully rotate. If something gets around me, if we get into this town, a bat shot gets around us, we're really kind of screwed. And my reload's not the quickest out there, so I've got to wait for a shell or two to get loaded. And I don't have the armor that, say, like my E100 would have, or my E5, where I can kind of side scrape a little bit. I still got decent armor, but it's still a tank I don't want to get into a one-on-one brawl. I want to kind of stay back. Especially if we went across this 183. If we went across the 183 in here, he can pretty much just dip around the corner, put one strong shell into us, and really hurt us really bad. So what I try to do is I try to come up here and get across these railroad tracks before I'm detected. So my platoon mate doesn't know that that's what I'm doing. I was busy looking at a map, kind of deciphering what I want to do, and I want to get across the tracks into the other side. Then all of a sudden he makes this quick pivot and turn, and I was like, whoa. And now he's like kind of slowed me down a little bit. So I'm hoping I can get across there, and now I'm detected. So now I'm worried about driving across here because I'm afraid they're going to pre-aim this. And then I look ahead and I see 3 tanks rolling right at us here. So I'm just going to dig in right here next to this building. I'm not going to go into the little courtyard. I'm hoping somebody will get a little ballsy and come around that corner. But I'm kind of caught now. I'm pinched between backing up into the tracks. I'm not trying to get into the courtyard, and I got guys there. All of a sudden, the Tiger 2 pulls out, and I hit him for 984. Now he's in trouble. He makes a push. Why? I have no idea. He's not a strong enough tank to be making that push. The 183 I hear fires. That's the other tank that we got over here. The Tiger 2 meets his demise. So I'm just going to stay dug in right here. I'm hoping nothing comes barreling through this courtyard. And I don't want to break the block wall. Then no more do I think that. What pops up? I got a tank on the tracks and another one coming through. All of a sudden this mouse shows up, and I'm like, thank God. Let him be the attention getter now. I'm just going to hang out here, see what this mouse does. He pops down the wall. He gets tracked. I decide since there was a shot, I'm going to try to blind fire through this wall. And I shot a little too high. I didn't know. Probably I should have knocked down the wall and made a little bit better shot, but I just tried to like put a shot into him to hopefully damage him. So I'm just going to stay hanging out here. My 183 platoon mate's behind me, so I'm feeling pretty confident that my ass end's covered. I see that he fires. I got to put one into his turret. He turns his turret too much, so then I put it into his low plate. I figured it was a better choice because I figured I'd bounce. Now the 183 made a move. I was like, oh my God, I'm not reloaded. I got 12 more seconds. I'm like, please. He came around the corner over there and got popped by one of our guys to my right. So now I'm thinking the E100 is going with this mouse, but then he comes after me, and I'm like, what's this guy doing? So I put another shot into the side. My platoon mate puts the other shot in. There's the 1-2 punch that you do not want to run across with us. So at this point, I'm going to start pushing up here under this E5. I know that he's pinched right here. He has no place to go. I should be reloaded. I wait. He fires. I look for the sweet spot right inside the cleat by his track. Dead. So that's how you can dispatch a tank pretty easy with this tank. But again, if that E5 would have got around me and started hammering me, I could have been in trouble. Now at this point, I look at the map and I see we've got 4 tanks, one of which is the light tank over there defending that left side. The rest of our team decides to push out. At this point, this is when I got to make a judgment call. Do I push out with my team, or do I go back and try to defend the base and help cover over there? I decided to go back to the base because at the end of the day, I'm not a T-62A. I'm not a Bat Chat. I'm not any kind of small tank that can get back there that has any kind of punch to reset the cap. So at this point, I can't get there quick enough. So I've got to make the decision while I was in town. Do I go back and try to get in position? So I decided to do that. I said, you know what? I'm going to start motoring my way back. That way, if anything tragic happens on this hillside, I'll be in position. All of a sudden, the Conqueror gets spotted. So I decided, okay, well, maybe if I crest this hill, I can put a shot into the Conqueror. And I notice on the map, everything is falling on the hill. Now watch this shot. Center mass, zoom, 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 shoot. Hello, game. Did I just bounce off the side of a Conqueror? Did I just bounce off the side of a Conqueror? Wow. So then I'm detected. So at this point, I'm tired of chasing the Conqueror, and I saw the Bat Chat zipping around. So I'm going to dip off this hill. Someone flings around at me right there and misses. Now, the whole base is open except for this light tank. So at this point, I'm deciding I better shake a leg. I know the Bat Chat and another tank can push down here in the bottom, but I need to get up here and defend this cap because they're going to be pushing now that we're putting pressure on theirs. So I see the Bat Chat and the 263. They're over there. But my main concern is to stay behind this ridge line and just get up here and defend the cap if necessary. At this point, they're not jumping on the cap, so I'm not too concerned. So I'm trying to see if I got shots into this 263. I don't. And then I see they finally get on the cap. So I decide to go up here just to defend the cap. If something happens and somebody gets a lucky shot, the Bat Chat runs back and resets the cap on the other side, I want to make sure we have somebody here in this position that's going to be able to reset the cap. So I'm trying to use this building for a little bit of cover. I roll up here. I'm looking. I'm detected. There he is. I snap to him really quick and put a shot, and I bounce again. So now I'm really disappointed because now I got a 12-second reload. So I'm like, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. And I'm waiting and I'm waiting. Now my platoon mate's in my headset telling me, keep that E50 lit up and I'll shoot him. Keep the E50 shoot. And I'm waiting for him to shoot. And I start to zoom in, and just as I zoomed in and said he's not going to get him shot, I squeeze off the round, and just before my platoon mate kills him. So I missed out on that damage. So unfortunately, now I'm having to wait for this long reload. We cap out the flag. I'm zooming in to get a shot on this guy's low plate. He's right there, and
that's how you do it.
Game over, man. I missed out on damage on the 50. I bounced on the 113. I bounced on the Conqueror. But I still did 3,123. We didn't have enough time to get that last shot that was zoomed in. So it we probably could have did more than like 4,000, little over 4,000 plus in damage, maybe closer to 5. If we would have hit that shot on that 113 and the Conqueror and had some shots into that 50, but we didn't. We didn't, but I'll take it. I mean, we're like, what, third on the team? Yeah, third on the team in damage. Our platoon mate did 4,700. So for both of us, we did good. I fired 8 rounds, direct hitted 7, and pinned 4. So, I mean, it was good. We caused some trouble for a lot of the team. We never ran across the WT off, thank God. The 183 was taken out fairly early. We handled the E5 fairly reasonably. The E100 we was able to deal with. So everything went in our favor. So overall, a good game. But if I can say anything about this game, always be mindful of your map. Again, twice this week, I'm going to post videos talking about this. Always be mindful of your map. At the point that my team decided to push, I chose to go back to the cap because I knew it was going to take me a while to get back to the cap and that I would probably be detected on the way. If there was already, I would have been in even more trouble trying to run across that open field, but there wasn't. So I was able to get back to the cap and be in position to be able to defend our flag. So if you can always defend your flag, or remember like how fast your tank is and how fast you can literally get back, because they could have flooded that. They could have flooded that cap, got in there and had a bunch of tanks, but a lot of them pushed out. The Bat Chat pushed out, which was a bad plan on their part. They should have just all piled in. Then I would have had more shots on the base, but I didn't. So with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for daily videos. And also, you can follow us on Twitter. That way you know when we're posting new YouTube content and we're live streaming. You haven't checked us out on Twitch or YouTube Gaming. Come hang out, be part of the audience. And if you're new to those channels, smash them follow buttons over there. So until next time, guys, we'll see all your faces on the battlefield. Thanks so much, guys, for checking out my video. If you enjoyed that video, hit that thumbs up button and be sure to subscribe for future videos.